Last one in is A Rotten Egg by Diane DeGroat. Gilbert and Lola were excited. Their cousin Wally was coming over. They hadn't seen him in a long time, and they were looking forward to his visit. "He's here!" Lola shouted from the window. The door burst open and Wally tumbled in. "Last one in is a rotten egg," he yelled. Uncle Gus appeared in the door behind him. "Hello, all," he said, picking up the umbrella stand that Wally had knocked over. Wally was much bigger than Gilbert. Remembered, he was almost as tall as Uncle Gus. Hang on, sweetie. "You're just in time for lunch. I made soup and sandwiches." "Last one in is a rotten egg," Wally shouted, running to the table. Gilbert walked quickly to his seat. Lola walked quickly too. They didn't want to be rotten eggs. You want to be a rotten egg, Birdie? Mother didn't care if she was a rotten egg. She carefully served the soup before sitting down. She said to Wally, "You'll have fun this afternoon. There's an Easter egg hunt in the park." Wally made a face. "Egg hunts are for babies, Birdie." But Gilbert wanted his friends to meet Wally. "There's a prize if you find the most eggs," he said cheerfully. "And there's a prize if you find the golden egg," Lola added. "I'm going to look really hard for it." "I'll go," said Wally, "but I think it's stupid." Then he stuffed the last of his peanut butter sandwich into his mouth, saying, "Last one finished is a rotten egg." He talked with his mouth full of food, Birdie. Do you ever do that? You do it sometimes. At the park, Wally didn't want to stay with Gilbert and his friends. He took a basket and headed for the starting line. "Your cousin is not friendly," Patty said. "He just wants to win," Gilbert answered. Gilbert wanted to win too, so when the whistle blew, he ran after Wally calling, "Last one up the hill is a rotten egg." Are you a rotten egg, Birdie? They raced in all directions, looking under bushes and behind trees. "I found one," Gilbert shouted from the bushes. "I found two," Wally yelled from behind a tree. Patty and Lola searched the tall grass. "I can't find any eggs," Lola whined. "Look," Patty said, "there's one right by your foot." "I found one," Lola cried. She proudly put the green plastic egg in her basket. Do you like baskets? Gilbert and Wally ran over to see if more eggs were hiding in the tall grass. Don't bite the book. Gilbert was anxious to find more because Wally's basket was almost full. But Lola's basket was almost empty. Gilbert sighed and gave Lola some eggs from his own basket. "Thanks," she said. "Let's find more." Together they ran toward the patches. "Bella, do not eat the book. That's not nice." Suddenly Lola stopped. What'd you see, Birdie?" She said, "I see it. I see the golden egg up in the tree. Do you see it, Birdie?" "Neither. I see the golden egg up in the tree." She stood on her toes, but she couldn't reach it. Neither could Gilbert. Would you reach it, Birdie? They needed someone tall. He called to Wally, "Lola found the golden egg, but we can't get it." Sorry for that pause there. Wally said, "No problem." He stood on his toes and stretched higher and higher. "I got it," he shouted. "Yay, Wally," Gilbert said. "Yeah, yay." Wally dropped the egg in his basket and walked off. "Hey," Gilbert called to Wally, "no fair. Lola found the egg, but I'm the one who picked it up. Give me my finger back. Thank you." Lola cried, "I'm telling." But Wally just said, "Tattletale." Oh, that's not very nice, is it, Birdie? That's not nice. The whistle blew, the hunt was over, and everyone headed back to the starting line. Wally had more eggs in his basket than anyone else. He also had the golden egg. Wally said, "I like egg hunts. Let's go see what prizes there are." Gilbert had an idea. "You're right," he said. "Let's go see." Then he shouted, "Last one down is a rotten egg, Birdie. Don't be a rotten egg by eating the book." Wally took off and ran down the hill. "I win," he said. When he looked back, Gilbert and Lola were still at the top. They were picking up the eggs that had fallen out of Wally's basket, including the golden one. "Oops," Wally said when he saw that his basket was empty. Oh boy, he has an empty basket. For finding the golden egg, Lola won a beautiful sugar egg with a seam inside, Birdie. That's right. For finding the most eggs, Gilbert won a basket filled with chocolate eggs, cream eggs, and marshmallow eggs. His favorite. Do you like marshmallow eggs? Do you? Okay, Mango, you can come to the next story. But Gilbert didn't feel right about taking the basket. He walked over to Wally and said, "You really found the most eggs, not me. You should have the prize." I know, he's getting the prize. Wally turned red. "Maybe we could share it," he suggested. You think that's a good idea, Birdie? And they did! Happy Easter! Thanks for watching! You'll find out what our next story is, right, Birdie? Say Happy Easter, even though we have to stay inside.